We're just chilling here today. Flax has been in here trying out a bunch of different violins, and because he doesn't have this man in his house.
I don't. It's a problem. We're working on it.
Something we can remedy.
Yeah. There's definitely a few.
What's up?
I'm going to plug in my violin because if you're a watcher of my YouTube channel, you've heard my instrument. So this will give you some context, right? Schertler Stat V pickup. They sell them here. I've used this one for 15 years. Oh yeah, that's a nice sound. I'm going through this HX Stomp. I shot a little video earlier of me messing around with this thing for the first time. You guys, I'm converted. Straight up, I'm walking out of here with what you have one extra.
We have more.
Okay, yeah.
They'll make more.
Yeah, so this thing is awesome. The thing that I like about it is the impedance control. There's a whole thing just for... You changed the preset name to Flaxy? When did you do this?
You weren't watching. I'm like a ninja.
Dang, that was quick. I appreciate that. Okay, so this thing has, if you can see here, input Z. Is that showing up on screen a little bit? If I change the impedance here, if it's just auto... Oh, let me turn off this amp sim. That's more like my regular sound, right? You won't hear too much of a difference if I change the impedance control from auto to whatever. I'm convinced, folks, that impedance is the secret to making your electric violin tone better. And changing it does a lot. But, okay, I'm going to now turn back on the amp sim that I have. This is a US Deluxe Vib. Got a little bit of dirt, a little bit of grit to it. So here is my violin. You're hearing a mix of the acoustic signal and in the room plus the amp sim there. Okay, so that's my violin into the Helix. It's got this dynamic hall. Is it a hall? Cool. Very, very cool. Okay, so now this thing is plugged in and the volume is off. I like having a volume knob. Oh, it's still not making sound because I have to switch this little switch. Now, this switch is supposed to be for passive and active, but it also controls what comes out of the speakers. Right now I have the battery thing in the back off, and with this disabled, this is just like a kill switch. So I can pull my Buckethead tricks out.
There you go.
You know, it kind of looks like Buckethead's guitar in Z. This is at 1 meg ohm. This is at auto. This is at very low, 10K. It's much more thinned out, right? So 1 meg. This thing sounds great. Yeah. Impedance is the secret. Yeah, Jay. We don't talk about it enough. Everybody just plugs in whatever they have into whatever they have. It's been a night and day. The thing that has got me there, folks, is fuzz, which they do sell a few here, but there's fuzzes in the Helix. So I just want to share with you, I'm going to have a full video on my channel at some point of me poking around and exploring. I was filming with my phone. I've got some fuzz stuff plugged in here so I can have a listen. I found 3 sounds. There's a Tycho Octavia. It's like the Tycho Brahe Octavia octave fuzz. It's really aggressive. There's a ringer with a W, definitely modeled after the Dan Armstrong green ringer octave fuzz. That's got a really pronounced upper octave. And then I've got this other one which is called the Thrifter fuzz, which is just sort of a kind of a nice fuzz sound. Check this out. I'll use the Thrifter fuzz first. It's like gritty and spitty and gross. That's the Thrifter fuzz. Check out the Ringer fuzz. This is very, very strange, but very cool. Ooh, you can hear there's an upper octave, 1 octave higher. Kill switch! Oh, yes. Okay. And then last but not least, this is the most terrifying of all three, I think. And that is the Tycho Brahe. This is very aggressive, so brace yourselves. Woo! But okay, backing off the volume now. It's a different sound. It behaves differently.
Line 6 has managed to model these things to where they act like real tube amps.
It's surprising.
Yeah.
It feels different. How easy is it to reach this? That's not bad. Yeah.
With the Helix, you can put an expression pedal anywhere in your signal chain. You can put an expression pedal in front of the amp.
Foot volume.
And then you can play the violin with both of your hands, with both of them, and then you can change with your expression pedal.
I'm still going to practice with the knob. I like playing with my knob. Full blast. And roll it back. It even got a little bit of the amp hum. Now it's like crunchy and dynamic. If I play soft, it's clean. If I push it in, it's more. It digs in. Back off the volume even more. It's almost off. Let me bring in a little bit more. I'm watching the camera to see where my hand is. I like something that's a little more, I mean, maybe it's just 15 years of using this Schertler and my gear morphing around that, but...
It's usually your technique and your ear.
Right.
Because what happens is you got an instrument, and this happens all the time. We'll get somebody who's got like an older instrument, and and it's not like it's an old cheap instrument.
Yeah.
But they've had it for 20 years, and they've learned how to make that instrument do what they want it to do, and their ear has adjusted to what that instrument sounds like.
Right.
They've got all their gear set up for it.
Right.
They come in, they grab a Zeta, which is a infinitely better instrument, and they're like, it doesn't sound good. You learn how to play the other instrument, and you've got all your gear set to that, and your ear is set to that. Yeah. Everybody else in the room is like, are you kidding me? The Zeta sounds 1,000 times better than what you have.
Right, right. But
so,
here you are. And
yeah.
That's, yeah. Kill switch shimmer? Kimmer?
Kill switch engage.
Yeah. It's very floaty. Is it doing
floaty.
pitch shifting as well?
Yes, it does. So you got two pitches. One right now is an octave up. The other one's +7 semitones.
Can it do octave down
Sure.
and octave up?
Of course.
Okay. Aha, that's cool. Nice.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the sub bass. Here's my cello button question. This is an important question: is how's the tracking, and what's the tone like?
So this is not a pitch shifter so much as a. Well, it is. Yeah.
It's a
bass
synth.
octave.
It's a
Yep.
bass synth. This is trying to be like a Boss OC, like a super octave.
Check. Always check polyphonic.
Let's see. Yeah, it's an OC2. Let's see, does it go above D? That's rare. Yeah, it starts to kind of disappear around there, which is normal. That's what guitars do. Again, when
Nice undertone. Yeah.
yeah, when you use the double stops on purpose and they're really in tune, then you get that combination tone. They sound so different. This is why guitarists
Not all pianos are created equal.
right. I mean, this is like the difference between a Strat and a Telecaster. They're both single coil, but they sound totally different. It's almost like I need to buy more than one of these.
Take this, I'll rousing you up.
Okay. Let's try this.
I'll get you some rub.
I feel very Ponty. I have to play up here, I think.
Yes.
Oppa super. That
Caught
was
it.
slick.
Thanks.
So, confession, when I first played this type of piezo sound a long time ago, it sounded so different from my acoustic violin that I was like, I don't like it. Now I have grown to love this sound and just the sort of like almost buzzy,
Yep.
like it's not quite an oboe thing, but it's its own sound. Some amp life. And listen to how different it sounds immediately. This is really designed to be played into an amp with some harmonics and content. That's so satisfying. So I'm learning too that it really matters when you switch axes that you change your settings to compensate for the differences in impedance, the differences in frequencies, the differences in, you know, signal level and just all the other things. But that's pretty.
Man, Steve makes some beautiful violins.
Yeah.
We could do this for like another 3 hours.
Probably.
We got to hit the road.
Yeah, we have to drive to Atlanta.
We have to drive to Atlanta. So we're going to sign off, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. This has been really, really awesome. You guys are the best.
This has been very expensive. Bye.